Lesson 92, areas of rectangles with variable dimensions and products of binomials. Variable dimensions doesn't mean that they change, it just means that there's a variable in the dimensions. So when we have a rectangle, we know that the area is length times width. So we have this rectangle that is 4.5 by 2.5. Okay, so it's just not this part. So we have the area of one of these squares is 1 by 1, and that's 1/2. 1, 1/2, 1/2. So we just fill in all these little squares. Notice this little one down here is going to be a 1/4. If we were to add all of those up, so this is a 2.5 by 4.5, we have 8 full circles, plus we have 1, 2, 3 total, so we have 6 halves, which is 3 total, and then 1/4. So the area is 11 1/4 units squared. Now if we had a rectangle that had variables in the units, so the width is x plus 2 and the length is x plus 3. There is what's called an area model. So it's a lot like this one where we find the area of each section. So let's call this x. So this is x long and this is a plus 3. Then it's wide. This is an x length here and a plus 2 this way. So to find the area of this box, we just do x times x, which is x squared. To do this one, we do 3 times x, or 3x. To find the area of the lower left would be 2x, and to find the area of the lower right, it would be 2 times 3, or 6. Then we're going to add these like terms. They both have x's. So 2x plus 3x is 5x. So we have x squared plus 5x plus 6. That's going to be the area of this rectangle. There's another way. So you can use the area model. There's another way to find area of this rectangle, and it's called the arithmetic model. So if we took our length times our width, we could do x plus 3 times x plus 2. And we just do kind of a vertical multiplication. We multiply just like we would with 2-digit numbers. We do 2 times 3 is 6, it's a plus 6. 2 times x is 2x. We put our placeholder down, plus, then we do 3 times x, or x times 3, which is 3x, it's a plus, and x times x, which is x squared. Then we add, just like we do with 2-digit numbers. This is plus, 5x, it's positive, x squared. And that's the area using the area model. Then we can use what's called FOIL. That's another method to find area. So FOIL method, FOIL stands for first plus the outside plus the inside plus the last. So the first letter of each of those words spells FOIL. So we have x plus 2 times x plus 3. So FOIL we do first. So the first terms are x and x. So we do x times x plus we have the outside, which is x plus 3. Times x times 3. Plus we're going to do the inside, which is 2 times x, plus we do the last, which is 2 times 3. Then we simplify. We actually do the multiplication. X times x is x squared plus 3x plus 2x, which we're going to combine, and 2 times 3 is 6. So it's x squared plus 5x plus 6, and that's the FOIL method. Then we have what's called one more method, the distributive method. So if you're asked to find the area or to multiply two binomials, you can use any one of these methods unless it specifies to use a certain one. So the distributive method is where you take each of these numbers and multiply each one by the second set of parentheses. So we'll take our x and we'll multiply it by x plus 3. Then we'll take our positive 2 and multiply it by x plus 3. Then we use the distributive property. We have x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. Again, these are like terms, so we get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Any one of these methods will give me the area of that rectangle with variable dimensions. And that's the end of the lesson.